Today I'm going to be making a pecan pie. This is Grandma Hoerner's pecan pie filling. It is flavored with premium aged bourbon. So I guess that means I'm making a bourbon pecan pie. This was $9.99, so $10 at World Market. It says no corn syrup is in here. What you need is a regular frozen pie crust. You need 4 large eggs and you need a half stick of butter. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your eggs in here and mix those together. To your eggs, you want to combine your pie filling, which, look at that, you can see the pecans right up at the top. Combine your pie filling and your butter, and then we're going to mix all that together. I did not let that mix together long at all. Now you want to pour this entire mixture into your pie crust. And then we are going to bake this in a 325 degree oven. Now you see I'm gonna have to use my scraper for this one part. That's okay. You want to bake this for 50 to 55 minutes on 325. This is the pecan pie. You can see that it ran over the edge just a little bit. That was not because the pie was too full. It was because my oven leans forward a little in the front. So that is totally the fault of my oven. I need to level it, and not the fault of there being too much filling. It was the perfect amount. So it did run over a little bit, but I didn't lose any. So you can see the pecans are still really evenly spaced, and this is ready to try. So I'll cut us a piece and we'll be right back. So this is our bourbon. It's premium aged bourbon, and I don't think it gives what type of bourbon, what company. It would be nice if it told the company. It says sugar, water, pecans, brown sugar, bourbon, lemon juice from concentrate, Madagascar vanilla extract, cream of tartar, salt, citric acid. That's all that, and pecans.
It's probably not Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it's not telling you. I would just be curious what brand, because we're home, Kentucky's the home of bourbon, so it would just be nice. What company did they, what bourbon did they choose? But it says, if you're having friends over, you can warm and serve filling over vanilla ice cream for a crazy delicious dessert.
So instead of making it into a pie, you could just pour it over ice cream?
Or it says pour over Belgian waffles for a scrumptious treat, or take cheesecake from plain to decadent.
I can believe that, because it's just basically a syrup with pecans in it.
Yes, so very, very easy to do.
I personally like pecan pie. So.
This is GrandmaHoerners.com, and they are in Alma, Kansas. And so here we go.
Pecan pie, just to let you know, is like one of my favorites. So.
Yes, and the pecans, I have to say, you do pay $10 for the jar, but there's plenty of pecans in here.
Definitely get the bourbon.
And if you've ever baked, you know that pecans are expensive. That bourbon is strong.
It is strong.
You need to like some booze in your dessert to like this.
It's more boozy than pecan pie, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Sorry, we're sitting here chewing, but there is a lot of pecans in it.
It's full.
That does make it worth your money, though.
It does, but here's my comment if you like pecan pie. Pecan pie has a really thick, almost gelatin-like
center.
Yeah, that the pecans are held in. This one doesn't have that. This one's very soft and liquidy.
Right.
You don't get that really strong pecan flavor.
No.
And sugar flavor. It's literally all bourbon.
It's all bourbon, yeah.
So this is one of my personal tastes. I wouldn't get this. I would rather have just a regular pecan.
I would too. No, I wouldn't get this again.
Because I like bourbon. I like the flavor of bourbon in foods. But this, if I'm gonna eat pecan pie, if it had been balanced a little bit better.
Yes.
Where the bourbon was just you got a little kick of bourbon, but you also got that really rich pecan pie flavor. I would love it. But it doesn't. It just kills it.
I agree with every single thing that he just said.
Yeah.
Yes, the bourbon totally. And if you like bourbon, that's terrific. But then if you're making this for a group, I would not want to make this for a group of people unless they're all drinkers. Unless they're all drinkers, because it is a very, very boozy dessert.
Yeah.
It really is. And I agree with Kevin. When we get pecan pie, we want to taste that pecan pie. We want the sweetness of it and the pecans. And
you get that rich pecan flavor.
Yeah, this you don't get any of that. You just get bourbon.
What do you think about the texture? Do you see what I'm saying about the texture? It's not. It doesn't have that really thick.
No, it's
like
not.
Syrup.
And it probably doesn't sound appetizing to hear, especially if you are in another country and you don't get a pecan pie. But it has almost like a gelatinous consistency to it.
It's a really thick, sugary syrup.
But it's wonderful. Yeah. And this does not have that.
Yeah. So it's okay. I mean,
this is one that I would pass on.
And it was expensive too.
It was $10.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying for the pecans. I understand the cost, but when you can go to the store and buy a good frozen pecan pie that actually tastes like a pecan pie, I'd rather just do that.
I think the quality's there. I'm not knocking 100%. The quality at all. And like I said, the pecans are plentiful in it.
And it has a good flavor. It's just not what I want.
If they had one without bourbon, I think we would have really liked it. But this was the only one that they had at World Market was the one with bourbon.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and they look so pretty in the jar when you're passing by.
I looked at it and immediately said, I gotta get that.
Yeah, it's just once you take a bite, it's like, ooh, maybe, no, I'd just rather have regular.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's a place for that, but I would rather have either a frozen pecan pie or just the bakery pies at Walmart or Kroger or wherever that they make. I personally would rather, I'd almost rather have you in the little dollar pies.
The 50-cent ones.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have a picture of this for you at the end, and thanks for watching.